Hi everyone, this is a quick tutorial on how to do a Gibson girl hairstyle. I'm just starting with a barrel tong and tonguing all through Lizzie's hair, just to get a bit of movement in the hair, make it easier to kind of style it in the way I want after I back comb it. So I'm not looking for any tight curls, as I said, just a bit of texture in the hair. So the Gibson girls is predominantly Edwardian, so this is something that you should definitely know how to do, but it wouldn't count for your 19th century assessment. So I'm just taking each section by section, not going in any particular direction for curling Lizzie's hair, and I'm just working my way all through her head with the barrel tong. So for the front section, I'm doing that all in the one direction because I want to create a kind of sweeping effect at the front of the hair. So once those curls have cooled down, I'm just going to start kind of mapping out where I want to do my back combing. I want to leave the section of the hair in the centre kind of to play with, and then back comb kind of everything around it. I'm going to start from the bottom up, and then I'm just using my back combing brush and back combing in the inside of the hair rather than underneath. I'm not only back combing for structure, so getting the back comb down right into the root, but I'm back combing for volume as well, so I'm bringing that up to maybe a bit midway along the hair. So all the way through the hair I am back combing in the inside rather than the outside because I do still want it to be smooth. Lots of images that you'll see, there'll be lots of different texture to hair. Some will be really curly, some will be really smooth. I'm going for kind of midway, so it just depends on really what reference you're working from and the finished effect that you want. I like to keep mine quite neat, so I'll do all my back combing in the inside of the style. I'm just doing exactly the same that you've seen on the left hand side on the other side now. Moving through into the centre of the hair, I want quite a lot of bulk here, so I'm back combing in the inside of the hair and also in the underside of the hair as well. Getting yourself a model with really thick hair is an amazing idea for this style, but you can add padding and you can add hair pieces as well. So now all I'm doing is just kind of smoothing out round the perimeter of the hair and kind of working out where I want that to sit once I start pinning it in. So as I said, I want kind of the perimeter of my hair to be quite smooth, And I'm going to have quite a sweep at the front as well. So I'm just combing up through the back of the hair and finding a centre point in the head where I'm going to bring everything up towards. Just combing that hair right up the back. You will see it in a wee second. And then pinning that all in the one place at the top of the head. So you see how I've just pulled that up and I'm smoothing that all up at the back of the hair. I'm just using my back combing brush. I've not put any product in this yet. If you start getting in with hairspray too early, then it could just make your hairstyle really sticky and really unmanageable. So try and avoid using any kind of spray on this until the very end of your style. So again, just smoothing out, just getting a really nice shape at the back of the head. I'm trying to keep as much volume as possible as well. So these hairstyles are really textured and some of them can be quite loose, but they're by no means messy hairstyles. So make sure that you're kind of planning out where you're wanting the hair to go. If you want a kind of particular sweep, then you can make sure that you're tonguing in a particular direction. But don't just start kind of brushing it up to the top and hope for the best. So make sure that you've got a kind of plan for what you want to do. And a lot of the time that will kind of depend on your model's hair length and your model's hair thickness. So at the top of the hair now, obviously I'm not going to leave it like this, so I'm going to start kind of shaping that. I don't want it to be too structured, but I want it to not have any kind of flyaway hairs, and I don't want any hair sticking out. So I've just sprayed a bit of hairspray at the top to help me kind of start sculpting the hair that's left. And it's at this point you should start kind of playing around with the hair. Don't just kind of leave it where it lies, kind of have a play around with it. It's fine to take it down like I'm doing here if you decide it's going to look better in a different way. You've got plenty of time to kind of move the hair around, take it down, put it back up. So now that I'm happy with my placement for the hair at the top, I'm just repinning in that sweep that I had made at the front. And then I'm just perfecting any wee bits at the top of the bun. So I'm just twisting bits of hair, pinning it, just to see where it will look nice. Not in any particular pattern. But as I said, I just don't want to see any flyaways or hair sticking up. So now I've just perfected the rest of that hair. I'm going round with my hairspray just to make sure there's no flyaways, just to finish off that sweep at the front. And I'm checking the balance in the mirror as well and making sure that it looks nice and even. And then add in any finishing touches and pins where I think I need it. It's nice to leave a couple of wee strands of hair down the side at the ears, and a few wee strands at the back look really nice as well. But this is your finished look.